Hello friends, today we are going to start with the concept of depreciation. So we are going to see in detail about this depreciation, and we are going to see the types of depreciation and also how to charge the depreciation on machinery, or you can say on the assets. So let us see. But before going to all those things, let me remind you what is the depreciation. Depreciation means wear and tear of assets, or we can say usage of the assets saved. What does it mean? Depreciation is the value of the asset which has been utilized. Okay, the charge of asset is known as depreciation simply. Okay, that means the decrease in the value of the asset is known as depreciation. But the asset can be the value of the asset can be decreased in two ways. We can say many ways actually, but usually there will be two ways. Simply, when asset is sold, it can be the value of the machinery, or we can say fixed assets, can be decreased. Or when they have been caught in fire, the value of the property, plant and equipment will be decreased. So these are some possibilities, but usually with the effects of the time, the value of the property, plant, equipment, I am writing PPE, the value of PPE will be decreasing with the effects of time. Okay, that decrease in the value is known as depreciation here. What is simply how we can explain this one? Let us take, there is a value of property, plant, equipment of 10 lakh rupees. Okay, there is a value of rupees 10 lakhs, and it has been purchased on 1st April 2020. Okay, when it has been purchased on 1/4/2020 for rupees 10 lakhs, and we want to find out the value of this machine. So we have purchased a machine worth rupees 10 lakhs on 1/4/2020, and I wanted to know the value of the same machine on 1/4/2024. That means after 4 years I wanted to know the value of this machine, same machine. But will the value will be same? That is my question. Is the same? No, absolutely not. The value of that machine will be decreased due to the wear and tear. That means the usage of the, we are using the machine, right? So that by using this machine, the effectiveness of that machine will be decreased day by day, time to time, year by year, months to months, it will be decreasing. So that may worth differently, which is of course the value of the machine after 4 years will be less than rupees 10 lakhs only. So how much it would be decreased, and in what ways the depreciation will be, what are the types of depreciation we can see, right? And what are the methods of depreciation? Usually, most frequently we are going to use two methods. One is straight line method, and second one is written down value method, WDV method. This is straight line method, and this is written down value method. Okay, these are the two methods which we are going to use frequently for calculating the depreciation, and frequently we are going to use these two methods for charging the depreciation on assets. On which assets we are going to charge the depreciation? Which those are tangible fixed assets, tangible fixed assets. But of course, for land we are not going to use depreciation. For land the value will be increasing day by day, for which we are going to use appreciation. That is not this topic actually. For land we are going to use appreciation, but for the tangible fixed assets the value will be decreasing. The value which is decreasing is known as depreciation here. And of course, in case of intangible fixed assets, it is known as amortization. I think you might have listened amortization of bonds. That means decrease in the value of the bonds. So intangible fixed assets is known as the depreciation. This is also a depreciation, but the depreciation which will be applied on intangible fixed asset is known as amortization. And in case of tangible fixed assets it is depreciation. And in case of land that would be not decreasing, that is increasing, so appreciation. So this is the simple introduction about depreciation. And what are the different types of different methods of depreciation? There are more methods other than these two methods, straight line method and return on value method. There are more: sum of years of digits method, production hours method, production units method, machine hour method, etc. There are more different methods are there. There are more different methods where we are going to use the depreciation. Okay, 1 second first. Okay, most frequently we are going to use these two methods, which is straight line method and return down value method. Let us now start with straight line method. But before going to these methods also, let us go for seeing some journal entries which we are going to use for this depreciation accounting. First one is when the asset has been purchased. When machinery, let us take this asset as machinery. For purchase of machinery, I think you know this one. For purchase of machinery, what is the entry we are going to pass? Machinery account debit. It is an asset, so it is to be debited. Machinery account debit to cash. If it has been purchased through cash, to cash, or if it has purchased through check, it is going to be credited through bank account, through bank, or if it has purchased on credit, we can say creditor account also. But most probably we are going to use bank itself, so to creditor account for the purchase of machinery. And for a sale of machinery, what we are going to use, this is second entry. Simply reverse the entry, bank or cash account debit to machinery account. Okay, bank or cash account debit to machinery account. This is second entry. And what is the third entry, which is important one? Depreciation entry. What is the entry for depreciation? It is a charge on asset. That means it is a decrease in the value of asset. If the asset has been decreased, asset value has been decreased, it is to be credited, so to machinery account. Okay, and if it has been if the depreciation is applied on the machinery, we are going to debit with the same. So depreciation account, debit to machinery account is the entry for this one. So depreciation, for charging of depreciation account debtor to machinery account. When asset has been sold, we have seen the entry. For profit or loss, for profit on sale of machinery, profit on sale of machinery is nothing but we are going to get income. If income is received by proprietor, then he is going to credit to profit and loss account. So to profit and loss account, and he is going to debit with machinery account. So for machinery account, debit to profit and loss account. And what is the fifth entry? For loss on sale, for loss on sale, what is the entry we are going to write? If there is a profit, we are going to credit to profit and loss account. If it is a loss, we are going to debit to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account, debit to machinery account. So these are the 5 entries which we need to remember. These are the most frequent used entries. For with any of the methods, we are going to use all these entries, but all entries will not be applicable for a single problem. There may be. Okay, let us now start with the first method, which is straight line method. I'll change the pen. Okay, this is what? This is straight line method. In this method, we are going to charge the depreciation throughout all the useful life of the asset. So usually, what is the effect of depreciation? That means how depreciation would be affected. Depreciation will be affected in 3 ways, which is cost of the asset, and the second one is useful life of the asset, useful lifetime, and third one is salvage value, salvage value of the asset. So in this manner, in the same way, the straight line method is also applicable for this one. For all these 3 aspects, the depreciation will be different. So under this method, what is the amount of depreciation? Annual depreciation formula will be there here. So annual depreciation is equal to cost of the asset minus scrap value by lifetime or useful lifetime of the asset. By useful life of the lifetime of the asset is known as the depreciation. Amount of depreciation which we are going to charge here is cost of the asset, and any expenditure incurred for bringing such asset into current location and condition, we are going to add it to the cost of the asset. And scrap value, that means after the useful life of the asset, if the machinery has been sold, and what is the amount which we are going to realize by selling those assets, that amount is known as scrap value, and we are going to divide it with useful life of the asset. That means there will be some estimation of the lifetime of the asset, right? For this many years, if the asset is going to be used, okay, there will be some estimation. So estimated lifetime of the asset, we are going to divide it with. Okay, for example, the asset has been purchased for rupees 10 lakhs, and it has a useful life of 10 years, and it has been sold. That means the realizable value of scrap, or we can say scrap value, that can be realized is 2 lakh rupees, let us say. At the end of 10 years the scrap value is 2 lakhs. Then what will be the annual depreciation? Simply 10 lakh rupees, and there is no expenditure incurred, so minus scrap value is 2 lakh and divided by lifetime of the asset, which is 10 years, so 8 lakhs. 80,000 is the value of depreciation, annual depreciation. And here we are going to use the rate of depreciation. Rate of depreciation formula is annual depreciation divided by cost of the asset into 100. That is, what is annual depreciation, which is 80,000 divided by cost of the asset is 10 lakhs into 100, which is 0.08, that is 8%. Okay, rate of depreciation is 8%. We are going to use the same rate of depreciation for charging the amount of depreciation here. Okay, let us see what would be the entry for depreciation here. Okay, let us see now. When the asset of rupees 1 lakh 10 lakhs has been purchased, what would be the entry? Asset account debit, that is machinery account debit, to bank account. For 10 lakh rupees it has been purchased, so for 10 lakh rupees. And for charging depreciation, this is at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year it has been purchased, and after 1 year we are going to charge the depreciation. Entering depreciation account debit to machinery account. For 80,000 rupees we are going to decrease from the machinery. Okay, this is the entry for depreciation. So in this manner the straight line method is applicable. So now let us go for doing some problem of this one. The same type of problem is there here. So here we are going to see is see the question. Jain Brothers acquired a machine on 1st July 2018 at a cost of rupees 14 lakhs and spent rupees 1 lakh on its installation. The firm writes depreciation at the 10% of the on original cost every year. The books are closed on 31st December every year. So this is what the question mentions. Simply, what is the total cost of the asset? The total cost of the asset is the cost which has been incurred plus expenses which has been incurred to bring such asset into current location and condition. Its condition is nothing but installation expenditure. So total is 15 lakh rupees. So this would be the cost of the asset. So what we are required to prepare, we are required to prepare the machinery account and depreciation account also we need to prepare, and 10% per annum depreciation or original cost. So this is here they did not mention you need to use the straight line method or any other method. So if nothing is mentioned, then we need to see on which amount the depreciation is charging. Depreciation at the 10% is charged on original cost. If the word original cost is if the original cost has come, then we need to assume that original cost, that means on the cost only we are going to charge the depreciation. Every year we are going to charge the depreciation on cost itself. On original cost, in the sense we are charging the amount of depreciation on cost of the asset using straight line method. So SLM we are going to use. So if anyone guess can anyone guess what is the amount of depreciation for the year? Everyone will say that 15 lakhs into 10%. 10%, which is 1,50,000. But I say this is wrong. Why? Because it has been purchased on 1st July 2018. Okay, but annual depreciation is 1,50,000. But is this the correct value of depreciation for the year 31st December 2018? I say it is not, because it has been purchased on this date. So we need to charge the depreciation from 1st July 2018 to 31st December 2018. That is for 6 months only. For 6 months we need to charge the depreciation. So what would be the thing? 15 lakhs into 10% is the amount of depreciation. For 6 months we need to calculate the depreciation. For that would be 75,000 rupees. Okay, this is the amount of depreciation what we need to charge here for year 1. And of course for year 2, full year, we are going to consider 1,50,000. For second year the value would be same. For 1,50,000 we are going to calculate, but for first year 1 we are going to see the amount of depreciation as 75,000 only. Where we are going to calculate for 2 years? Because he has asked the question that we need to prepare, we need to show the machinery account and depreciation account for the years 2018 and 2019. Okay, so this is what. So simply let us start doing the question. Depreciation account and machinery account. So we start with machinery account also, and let us write it here, depreciation account. So this is machinery account and this is depreciation account. I'm not drawing all the lines. Let us see. Machinery account on 1st July 2018 it has been purchased. So machinery account, this is debit side and this is credit side. This is debit side and this is credit side. So machinery account debit to bank account. For how much we are going to debit with? For 14 lakhs plus 1 lakh, which is 15 lakhs. For 15 lakhs we are going to debit. So machinery account debit to bank account, which is 15 lakh rupees. So depreciation entry will not be incurred now itself. It has to be utilized up to 31st December 2018. So at the end of the year, that is on 31st December 2018, the amount of depreciation is what? 75,000. What is the amount of depreciation entry? Depreciation is expenditure, so it is to be debited. Debit all expenses and losses according to nominal concept, nominal rule. So depreciation account debit to machinery account. The value of machinery has been decreased by 75,000, so it is to be credited with depreciation by depreciation account 75,000. And what will be the balance of the balance carried on? By balance carried on, we need to write that by balance carried on 15 lakhs minus 75,000, 14 lakhs 25,000. So total of 15 lakh rupees. So here there is no purchase of the asset. If there is purchase of the asset, then we need to look into more concentration. We need to do the problem. So what is the entry for this depreciation? Depreciation account at to machinery account. So on 31st December 2018, it is to be debited with depreciation account is to be debited with machinery account. So to machinery account for 75,000 rupees. And this depreciation is to be transferred to P&L account because it is an expenditure. So on the same date, that is on 31st December 2018, we are going to credit with P&L account. So by profit and loss account by 75,000. So this is year 1, and on 1st January 2019 we are going to write to balance brought down, which is 14 lakhs 25,000. Okay, 14 lakh 25,000 at the end of second year, 31st December 2019, by depreciation account. Amount depreciation is 1,50,000 in this year, so 1,50,000 we are going to credit with. And what is the balance? So by balance carry down. So 14 lakh 25,000 minus 1 lakh 50,000, which is 12 lakh 75,000. So total is 14 lakh 25,000. And what is the amount we need to debit here? That is on January 2020 we need to debit with two balance brought down, which is 12 lakh 75,000. So this is what we need to complete the machinery account. Don't leave up to here only, you need to write these two balance brought down also. Okay. And on the date 31st December 2019, 31st December 2019 entry would be what? Two machinery account for 1,50,000 this time, 1,50,000. And the same machinery, the same value will be credited to profit and loss account. So by profit and loss account 1,50,000. So this is how we can complete the straight line method. Thank you guys, thank you for watching. Please like my videos and share my videos, subscribe my channel. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.